Hi guys, I am Aidan from GTG Coaching. So we're going to carry on this video talking about rebuilding a squat and a squat pattern. So the first video series was about the body weight squat and basically trying to highlight all the main areas on the squat using the body weight. So we covered setup, went through stance, stance width, feet position, your trunk and core setup, so your rib cage and your pelvis, your lats, your head position, and then we went through execution. So kind of covered all those main areas and then what's likely to go wrong when it comes to a body weight squat. They're going to take that information and just try and extrapolate or translate that into other squat variations and what maybe you would see as a variation within these or what might change with them or what the emphasis is. So I've got a goblet squat, I've got a front squat, a back squat and a low bar squat, and in between these two, a safety squat bar squat. So the reason I put this in between a front and a back squat, which I'll explain later on, is it's almost like a hybrid between the two in terms of the position of the bar and how it works, but I'll come back to that. So the first thing we'll cover is goblet squat. So I've got Donnie here, again, who's going to be our demo, as always, and get him to do a goblet squat. So Donnie, if you just do a typical goblet squat, where basically he's going to hold the weight out in front, perform a squat, and back up. So this is a really basic version of a squat to move on to after body weight. It's maybe the easiest one for people to execute. Where the weight's being held, it almost provides a bit of a counterbalance. So it allows then the person's center of gravity to be shifted a wee bit further back than any other of the squat variations and helps that person basically perform a squat without as much or as least challenge as possible. The main thing to watch out for in this is because the weight is anteriorly loaded, so it's loaded in front of the body, people usually do one of two things. So they start usually moving that dumbbell way out in front to make amends for the fact they maybe don't have enough dorsiflexion or ankle flexion, okay? And they'll let themselves sit way back. This isn't a big issue, but it's not going to have a great translation to the rest of the squat patterns. The other one is, in this position, people forget to keep their elbows in and forget to keep their lats on. So as the weight gets really loaded and heavy, they begin to flex and round over. So when it comes to a goblet squat, that's probably about the two main things you're going to see to watch out for, to make sure it translates into the rest of the squat patterns and into a body weight squat. Keep the dumbbell in tight, keep the elbows in tight, go through all the checkpoints, and remember to keep your lats on. You can just set the dumbbell down, man, and take a breather. The main thing when it comes to loaded squats, which we didn't really cover quite as much when it came to a body weight squat, which I have on the board here, is bracing. So we've done loads of videos on breathing mechanics. I've done them with Donnie before, talking about breathing and bracing. I would just say go and watch those videos. But what you're aiming to do is learn how to brace correctly. So I've kept that different from trunk and core, where that's just a positional aspect in terms of rib cage, pelvis position. Bracing, creating intra-abdominal pressure, is a wee bit different. So I'll cover that really briefly with Donnie right now. So you don't even need to lift it at the minute, you're okay. Basically, all Donnie's gonna try and do is take a big breath in and try and create some pressure, 360 degrees right his midsection. Okay, so if you just exhale and just relax. The confusion sometimes comes with this, where people try and brace through the front part of their abdominals like this. The stomach extends out and then all the pressure's put through here. What Donnie's gonna do is think about drawing his belly button in towards his spine, taking a big breath in and pushing that down in towards his abdominals and his midsection and pressurize the whole way around to his obliques, his anterior core, and then his lower back as well. Then perform the goblet squat on top of that. If you can just do a couple more reps, just sort of displaying that. Good. Okay, perfect. So that's what we're going to focus on when it comes to loaded squat variations.